America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
My question to you is, who deserves your blue-collar marketing dollars? Me and Kevin love talking about this subject because most people don't even spend money in the marketing department, and that's why they never actually end up scaling. And one of the things that we want to really dive into is the difference between a warm lead and a cold lead. Me and Kevin both have some real estate background. We hang out with a lot of real estate investors, and they're constantly going down the cold lead. And when you get a warm lead, man, you don't even have to sell it. Like, it's automatic. Would you agree with that, Kevin?
100%. Anytime you can get the warm leads, you're going to sell such a much higher percentage of them. You got to make everything. How do you warm that lead up before it gets to you?
Yeah. So let me ask you that question. What is a warm lead?
A warm lead is when you're talking to that person, there's some type of personal connection, meaning someone else already referred you. Somebody, they know of you because of somebody else they maybe know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to be price shopping. All you have to do is come up and deliver. You're basically piggybacking off the relationship that somebody else built.
Absolutely. And cold, they don't know you from Adam. I mean, you sat there and pulled a list, or you just walked in the door to talk to that potential customer. Like, this is their first time ever communicating with you, probably their first time ever hearing about your company. And now you have this massive boulder you're trying to push up the hill with trust. Because again, that's what it's really going to matter is, can they trust you to deliver what you say you're going to be able to deliver? And the market has told them most people cannot be trusted. So you've got to break those barriers down before you really get into the process of being able to sell them.
I love that analogy you just said about pushing up the boulder, because that's what it is. We want to do the same analogy where that boulder's already at the top of the mountain. We're just going to go and kick it down the hill. Yeah. But I want to go up there and there's like 12 boulders. I'm just going to kick them all.
Yeah.
And they might smash a couple other boulders on the way down.
Right. That is that difference between a warm lead and a cold lead. So referral partners is what you're going to hear, warm leads. Social media is such an easy way to get warm leads because people are already starting to see what you do. This is another reason why Amazon uses their star rating, and you can see how many people has rated them and what star they gave them. That's warming up that customer base that's flipping through the product that they're trying to find. So you're immediately going to have more trust when you see your peers like you that have said, I had a good experience with this company. I got what they said they were going to send to me. The product was in good working order, all of that kind of stuff. There's different ways to get a warm lead, but in all essence is someone else has already vouched for you.
Yeah, super powerful. And everybody first thinks, well, I know what referrals are. It's when you did somebody's lawn and then they refer you. Of course, that's a referral and that's a warm referral. But we're talking about creating many, many more. Like, you have to almost create them. So it's through social media. It's through, Chris is going to talk about creating affiliate partners. And for me, even when we're contacting people, if you get in high-level groups, so if for me, I do condominium associations, I get in the Condominium Association Institute, I get a member of every one of those chapters, then I contact every person, every manager, and I tell them I'm in the Mississippi chapter. I'm in the Tolupio chapter. Like, that means something to them. I'm not telling them I'm in some BS thing like, oh, I'm in this networking group. They know what that means, and they're much more likely to call you back, email you. So that's one way to do it as well. Like, I'm leveraging something they know, like, and trust.
I like that. Matter of fact, that has taken place between me and you, Kevin, because you saw that I was in other mastermind groups that you were involved in. So I had a level of instant credibility. I even did this when I went and did storm chasing with my disaster cleanup company. I'm a part of a BNI networking group, so Business Networking International. There's chapters in most cities, multiple chapters in your larger cities. And I went from Mississippi over to the East Coast in the Carolinas. landed in Wilmington. And on my way over there, I was calling up people off that were also in BNI. They have an app that you can pull up any area, region, city. So I was literally hopping on the phone call to the people that would have been getting calls about storms, so insurance agents and property managers. And I was telling them who I was. I was coming up to help support because their locals were going to be overwhelmed. And I was part of BNI. That was my instant vouch to, hey, you can trust me. And I ended up hooking up with a property manager that landed me about $50,000 worth of work that he managed. He had a couple of houses. I got into one neighborhood and just started door knocking. They saw me working at one house. That built a level of trust because someone else was willing to trust me. And I'd have never probably got in that neighborhood if I hadn't have pulled that credibility of, hey, I'm a part of BNI, and BNI does go through an application process, and he understood that there was a level of credibility with me. So super, super huge, very important. Make sure that you're working on the warm side. Most of your energy is going towards that warm side. And that's going to push us into the next portion that we really want to drop some golden nuggets on you guys. That is affiliate marketing. This is how you're going to pay for your marketing after you've already closed the deal. That is the best way, in my opinion, to pay, because now you've already got the money, the income coming in so that you can pay that person instead of hoping, guessing, wishing that you made the right choice in marketing to generate a lead. How many times have you thought, I hope this billboard pays off. I hope this radio ad, this TV ad, this direct response marketing on Google or Facebook or TikTok is going to bring me a lead in. If you go the affiliate route, it's an automatic. And there's already a level of trust built in because someone that they know is referring you. So for me, disaster cleanup, plumbers are there when a water break happens and it's wet the house. The plumber gets called to fix the plumbing. And then I tell them, hey, I'll give you so much money. In my case, in my market, it's $200. Hey, I'm going to give you $200 when you see a customer with a broken pipe and there's anything wet in the building. Ask the customer for permission, call me, and my office will answer. And you say, I'm so-and-so with so-and-so plumbing company. This customer, and here's their number, is expecting your phone call. We call, show up, do a free inspection, tell them what needs to happen, get it going on the insurance side, and I pay my plumber $200. My average water restoration job is $5,000. I don't have to wonder if that marketing was going to pay off because my plumber don't get paid unless they get closed. I tell them, if we close the deal, I pay you. Kevin.
That's your customer acquisition cost was $200. It's a steal. If somebody said, hey, I got a deal for you, it's $5,000, close it, get paid, and then give me $200. You'd say yes all day, every day.
They're already in there making their money for the job that they're doing, and it takes them less than 5 minutes to do this. And here's what I do with this when I sell it to my plumbers, because not everybody can visualize. Matter of fact, I just got told a new plumber at an organization said, is this real? Do they really pay the $200? He said, oh yeah, it's real. And he called me today on a job. This is going to be probably over a $10,000 job, cost me $200. And here's what I tell these folks, and you got to make it relatable when you're doing the affiliate marketing. Tie it to something. I say, hey, I want to make your side-by-side payment. I want to help make your mortgage payment. I want to help send you on vacation. I'm going to give you $200 per lead. You can do one of these a week, and that's $800. That's probably almost making your mortgage payment. Is definitely paying your side-by-side ATV payment that's helping you go out on the weekends and have fun. Now it's tangible. They know exactly what this is paying for, and it's not just a number stuck out there, because numbers can get lost, but if you can tie it to something tangible, you'll excite your affiliate partners more. And after they get the first bite, it's like a Pringle. Once you pop, you can't stop. I mean, they just want to keep, they're like, holy crap, this is really working. Like, I'm getting paid to do my job, and I got this side hustle over here just for mentioning somebody's name.
Yeah, it's a great way. You're creating soldiers. I love that you're making it tangible, like how much money you can make. But yeah, you have to be specific on how that person's going to get paid, how much they would get paid. You can do it on average ticket. So, Chris, you could say, my average is $500. This is how much you get.
Right.
Because people need that. Don't do, get me leads and I'll hook you up. I'll take care of you, bro. Like everybody's had somebody say that and they never do anything. I'm going to tell
Sounds
you
scammy.
how not to do it. I had a friend. He wasn't even a good friend, and I met up with him one day, and he had a pest control, and he gives me a stack of these business cards, and he was like, "Hey man, hand these out at your complexes to those managers so I can get the jobs." And I said, "What?" And then he was like, "Yeah, just when you run into them, right? Can you just hand them out and tell them about my company?" So I said, "So what are you giving me a job? Like I want to do this?" What he should have said was, "Hey Kev, average ticket cost a monthly on these things is like $1,000. It's $12,000 a year. Anybody you get that I close on that you connect, I'm going to give you $500. I see
Yeah.
shit. I see squirrels coming out of gutters and roofs all the time. I would have told that manager, hey, you got squirrels all over coming out. Talk to this guy. Here's his number. He's expecting your call. Tell him you know me. I'd make him like I'm hooking him up. You know me.
Yeah.
And then I say, tell him you know Kevin. Tell him you know Kevin from Gutter King, and he'll take care of you. That guy would call him, and he would get the lead. But this guy didn't want to do that. He wanted to, and then he says, I'll hook you up if I get anything. He wouldn't have given me anything.
Dude, and that was a monthly recurring revenue model. So he could have even given you the whole first job. And
Yes.
you would have been like, dude, that's overdoing it. Like, you don't have to give me that much. But he's knowing I'm showing up every month. I'm going to have this contract, and the gift is going to keep giving. And man, he lost the boat on that one.
It's just what people do. They don't think big. But here's the other way you tell guys, because this is how I do it. So I find, because I do commercial places, I go into the same associations, apartment associations, the condominium associations. I look what other people are servicing these buildings that don't provide my service. Okay, lots of pressure washing companies, landscapers, pest control. They see stuff all over the roof and gutters. So I don't tell them just go in there and say, hey, use Gutter King. I tell them when you see something, take a picture of it and just run it by the person. They can shoot them an email, and I tell them, hey, my average ticket price is like $3,800. You know, I'm going to give you $500. I do different things in different cities. I'll give you $500. I always tell them, as soon as I get paid, you're going to get paid. I keep it super organized, have a VA send it over to them. It's the easiest. I can create so many. I've created pressure washers who've told other pressure washers in other areas, get this guy work. He'll pay you. It's not only that I get customers, I create other people for my affiliate, because then I don't give them $100. I'll give them $500.
Dude, you make it so enticing that they feel foolish. And here's what happens when you get one of the technicians within that company bragging about what they made, the other technicians are going to be like, oh man, I need to check this out. So what I'll do is I'll find, like when we pull up at a gas station, if I see a logoed vehicle that's a plumber, a fire suppression company, even HVAC companies with the condensation drain, if it's someone that it can feed me leads, I instantly ask, hey, when you're in a building and you see water, what do you do? Who are you telling the customers to call? Almost always it's nobody. And then at that point, that's immediately when I start to close them and say, dude, man, you're missing out on money. We're paying our guys $200 like you that sit there and send us a lead that we end up booking. How about I come into your sales company? Can you give me your owner's name? And one morning I'll bring breakfast and I will raffle off $100 bill if you can get me inside the sales meeting, and I can get so I get into their sales meeting after talking to the business owner. I collect everybody's cell phone number. Then I'll raffle off. I'll pull one of the cell phone numbers out. I hand $100 bill out. I'm passing money. They're starting to believe into me now. They're like, oh, this dude is really going to pay us. So I give the $100, and this entices them to get me their contact. Now I can follow up. Now I can send them, hey, we're having lunch on us. Y'all swing by if you're in the area. How's y'all's week going? Just wanted to remind you guys, I've got this cash waiting on you. I got some money I need to pay somebody. Just to keep it on top of mind, you get the one guy, and then I'll send a group text. Kevin made him $200 today. I hope I get to pay y'all all $200 this week. That's letting them know this shit's real. And so, I mean, you just got to get them fired up. So that brings me to this next point, Kevin. If you just get a handful of affiliate marketers, and it goes for any trade service. There's someone out there that is in contact with your customer base. You just need to let them know that you're willing to pay for a warm lead, that referral. If you can get just a handful of affiliate marketers out there doing the sales for you, getting paid on the back end, you just built your marketing department out. You don't have to hire a sales guy. You don't have to go to the billboards, the radios, the TV, and all of this other mess. You can literally sit there, because if they'll send you one, they'll send you two, they'll send you three. So you just start focusing on the ones that actually get you that first one, and you start pouring even more energy into it. Like, I'm going to get, they're blue collar guys. I'm going to get me some buck knives. I'm going to get their name engraved on the blade and hand it to them. Now they got a pocket knife. I had somebody tell me a real man carries a pocket knife. I don't carry a pocket knife, so I don't guess I'm a real man. But he when I heard that, I was like, that's what I need to do. I need to get a pocket knife to these guys. What you think, Kevin? I mean, you're doing it with your gutter cleaning. You're getting these lawn care guys, the pressure washing guys.
And I wasn't doing it early on. I had the different mindset back then. Like, why do I want to pay people?
Yep.
I'll just get it. But it's those, first of all, it doesn't cost more. And when I was saying I'll pay $500, somebody's like, the hell is this guy talking about? Because I'm talking about $4,000 or $5,000 jobs.
Absolutely.
And with gutter cleaning, I'm going to go do that 10 times over the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So if you look at it like that, I gave the guy $50.
Your customer acquisition cost
is crazy.
So low.
So I look at it like that, and I want people to be motivated to do it. So to do it, you have to find who has similar clientele that you want. What type of businesses see this stuff that can, like for me, it's roofers, it's pressure washers, it's guys who are outside. For right. Chris, which type of guys. You got to figure out, right, who's seeing the work that they know that they can get you. And then you got to motivate them. And I love that you're sending that text out and everything. Everybody wants free money.
Yeah. Look, get your contacts. One thing that a tip on gathering these affiliate partners, when you see them out and about during the day, get their contact. Do not hand them one of your business cards. They are not going to call you. You're not real to them yet. Get their contact and then follow up with them and show a picture of a check that you've already paid someone else. Get real to these individuals, because these are not salespeople out there. They're out there doing their skilled labor, getting paid for it. You got to make it super simple so that they can get paid by sending you leads. That's why it's, hey, I know somebody that can come out here for free and inspect and make sure that you're not going to have mold because something stayed wet too long. That's all they got to say to the customer. Can I call them and give them your name and number? And then we do the sales. We do the value building.
It's super easy. And I love the other part that you did is make it tangible. Say, hey, if you get one of these a week, that's nothing. One. Or if you get one, in my case, if you get one of these a month, you're at all these complexes, you're going to get $400 or $500 based on the thing. I mean, that's your car payment. I'm paying your Lexus now.
You guys do this, you are going to get rich.
It's a great way to do it. Other guys aren't doing, blue collar guys aren't doing it. They're all competing over the same scraps. Create soldiers. It's totally scalable. Anybody who's interested, and what Chris was saying, don't give them your business card. You know what? Anytime I talk to anybody, I say, what's your cell phone? I call them right there.
Yeah.
This is me. And then I text them. Hey, this is Kevin. I met you at the gas station.
Relationship capital.
Yep. Do it like that. Everybody gets a text like that. And now it's in their phone. Don't give them their business card.
Kevin, set us up for the next one.
Okay. Guys, the next time we're going to do is talk about the fastest ways to scale your business, organically scaling or acquisitions. I love acquisitions. I'm going to tell you how it's worked for me. So we'll see you next week, and I'll tell you how you can really grow your business fast with acquisitions.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.